Valve's new Trade-Up update just cut CS2's market cap in half, wiping off $3 billion within 48 hours, sent prices of just about everything into freefall, and has caused utter chaos on all social media platforms. So is this the end? Has Valve finally managed to kill CS2 skins, or perhaps even the game entirely? In this video, I'm taking a look at its immediate impacts on the economy and predictions for the future. While you probably lost money this week, it might not be as bad as you think. Let's first address the elephant in the room: gold trade-ups. This should obviously decrease prices, as there will simply be a lot more of them. But how many more? CS Float made this tweet saying that if you traded up every skin in existence, it would roughly double the supply of knives and gloves. Roadrunner took this a step further and broke down supply for each collection, so you can get an even better idea of which will have the supply most impacted. Of course, not every skin will actually get traded up, so let's go down the middle and, in my opinion, generously say there's 25% more golds all of a sudden. Then sure, prices should go down 25% based on supply. Before we continue, this video's sponsor, SkinSwap, is giving you a skin worth up to $50 entirely for free whenever you do your first trade and use my referral code. If you want to refresh your loadout, you can trade your skins for brand new ones in just a couple of seconds. Plus, if you want to purchase cheap skins directly, they accept deposits via crypto, MasterCard, and Visa. And since every item is already past the 7-day trade hold, you'll receive your skins instantly. If you need to cash out, SkinSwap makes that simple too, with instant sell options to PayPal or crypto. On top of that, they run free daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways, with the chance to earn extra tickets simply by trading. Use my link or referral code for a 3% lifetime sales bonus and a free skin worth up to $50. Big thanks to SkinSwap for supporting the channel. Here's a summary of all the new Doppler knives crafted so far, as of the 26th of October. About 7.5k. That's a decent number, but are there more than 7,500 players who want a new Doppler? Just because we're seeing a ton of posts on social media with everyone making knives, this is only a portion of the player base who can afford to gamble. And yes, it is still a gamble, given you could lose money with a bad pool with $200 to $500 trade-ups. However, a bigger reason why I believe prices on golds have dropped by 50, 60, or even 70%, yes, there are knives like the M9 Gamma Doppler Phase 2 that pre-update was going for around 4.5k that sold for just 1.2k on CS Float. That's a 74% decrease. It's an overwhelming lack of confidence in Valve and the future of the game. If they're willing to make such a game-changing update 12 years in, what might come next? And I totally get it, it's been a big reality check for many people, to remind you that this is not the stock market. These are virtual items owned by Valve to do with as they please. So if you have any money in the game that you are not 100% happy to lose tomorrow, then yes, I suggest you get out soon, but not today. We've never seen a market crash of this scale ever before. We had one in 2018 when Valve first introduced the 7-day trade lock. We've seen other significant downturns after the CS2 release and the trade revert update just a few months back, but these only happen once every year or two. It is highly unlikely Valve will make another change of this scale in the coming months. So let the panic pass, prices stabilize a bit, and even if they don't return to their all-time highs, you might only cope with a 10 to 20% loss instead of 80. Now, for those of you who are not ready to throw in the towel just yet, let's dive into what the future holds. One of my favorite Warren Buffett quotes is "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." I have no doubt that the market will rebound. I can't be sure exactly how much, but it's not like the 30 million monthly players are all just going to quit. There are people with huge wallets waiting for opportunities like this, and as I've said before, dips are just an opportunity to buy in at a discount. I would assume and hope that the majority of people who have 6 figures plus in the game have more than that outside of it, and will see this as one of the best chances in the history of the game to make even more profit. Plus, there is a significant portion of the player base praising this change, as prices are suddenly more accessible and they can afford to get a knife. There's several aspects to this that I wish to discuss, but let's start here. More people will now be entering the market. Indeed, as prices went down, more people could get in. The people who are most price sensitive will tend to be younger players or more casual players. However, there is always a chance that these people, as they grow up or get more invested in the game, will be increasingly willing to put money into it. I mean, I know 10 years ago when I was a teenager, I thought having a $500 inventory was the best thing ever. And now, having a full-time job for several years and making profit on my purchases, we need to add a few more zeros to that number. Moreover, while gold prices are down, the price trend for skins from case collections that trade up to those golds should go the opposite way and increase in value. While pretty much nobody ever wanted to trade up to a PP Buys and Judgment of Anubis before, it's suddenly become very attractive. The red spiking in value will only pull everything else beneath it up along with it. I think this will also have a knock-on effect to cases. Previously, to make really any money back from cases, you needed to pull a gold to boost that ROI. Now golds will account for less of the return and actually improve ROI over time. Plus, you'll actually be able to get twice as many golds as before statistically. Based on the unboxing odds, opening 400 cases, the approximate number to open a gold on average, will now net you 320 blues, 64 purples, 13 pinks, 2 reds, and 1 gold. Trading all of these skins up pretty much gets you to 5 coverts, enough to get a second knife on top of the one unboxed. Contrary to what many believe, I actually think this change encourages people to open cases, and I don't think Valve is removing them anytime soon. Making case skins more desirable only makes cases more desirable, which makes them money from the keys, drives up skin prices, and decreases knife prices so that more items can be sold on the Steam community market, netting them a greater cut of sales. Plus, for many people, what might be a $500 trade-up could still be out of reach, whereas $2.50 for a chance at a Butterfly Emerald, even if its price has decreased a bit, will still be attractive. You might ask, why don't they take this a step further and just ban third-party sites? Well, the only reason anybody is willing to spend $100, $1,000, or even $10,000 on a single item from their game is because there's an expectation they'll be able to resell it in the future. They've seen what happened to PUBG skin prices on Steam when they banned trading. Valve is a business, and obviously the goal is to make money. That's what recent updates have shown. Trade protection, while a genuinely good update for user security, also drives more people to use the Steam market. The Genesis terminal encourages customers to give Valve money for high-end skins directly in lump sums instead of them only getting a cut on the Steam market or none at all from external sites. The Armory means they have constant revenue, better than the occasional operation pass. Of course, everything I'm mentioning here is pure speculation. It's my own opinion on the future of the game. If you buy virtual pixels, you need to be prepared to lose said money. Simple as that. But what this update has shown is that people still love skins, and that there's a huge portion of the player base willing to put in money if only they could afford to. There's a percentage who see this as the end and have decided it's too risky and stressful and time to get out, and that's totally fine. There's also a significant number of people who play the game, love the game, and don't care about skins or their prices. In which case, this update introduced a highly requested game mode, and they're happy. There's a group of investors, some might call hoarders, who see this as a slap in the face to everything they've put into the game. And then there's another group of investors, who you might call whales, who see this as one of the best opportunities ever to get in cheap. This may just be the craziest couple of weeks for CS2 skins ever, but it is not the end. Until Valve bans trading entirely, at which point it would already be too late, I will hold on to my knives and ride this out with you. Good luck, my friends, and take care of yourselves.